Arm Fighters YouTube. Today I want to share with you this training tool my good friend Steve Lefebre sent me that I've been using. I feel like it's making a difference. He calls it the Atlas Arm. It's a spring tool. We've seen a lot of them around there. Now I'm just going to share with you how I've been using it and give you a little insight of where I think I've been feeling it and my actual table game. So first way I got it set up is you got to talk to him when you order one of these. If you order one of these, he kind of sets each one up different. He set this one up custom for me, kind of a taller spring. And I'm actually, for the first way I use it, I'm going to use it 180 degrees from the way he intended. So I have it at a forward angle right now, and I'm just going to use this guy to help me work my setup pressure. So now I'm just going to bring it down here, hold it at the table like I'm setting up in a match, and then I'll start working into it. But I don't go too sideways with that set. Right, let me flip it around and show you how I use it some other ways. So it's got this handle here that's adjustable, and I believe how Steven intended for it to be used is like this. So you can kind of grip it from either hand. I mostly use it on the right arm, if I'm being honest. That's what I do most of my pulling with. So I kind of set it like this because I like the way that it feels in my palm. So one of the things I'll do is I'll pull it into me here and I'll just cup. Just working my cup from the center table position, right? Then if I'm going to go sideways, what I'm doing is looking for ways I can pull this thing to the pad where I'm not putting terrible stress on my elbow. I think that's probably how I use it the most. And to me, where I've noticed that is actually getting more engagement in my shoulder when I pull. Yesterday I was pulling with John and with him. A lot of times I get blown out right here first because I'm just having to apply so much back pressure to stabilize, but after pulling with him yesterday, it was actually my shoulder that was getting tired first. Now I don't know yet if that's because it was tired from playing with this on Saturday, or it's because I'm using more of it now. If I am using more of it now, I attribute it to this motion right here. I'm trying to figure out how to move this thing sideways, my target's here, without destroying my elbow. And for me, it's a lot about finding the right place in my hand to apply the pressure, and then trying to use my chest to keep me tight, my shoulder to drive my hand this way, and kind of suck it in with my lat a little bit and use that all sideways. So I'm trying to almost do that motion, not quite, but almost. In the past, when I would get right here with my top roll, I often find that a sticking point. Now what I'm finding is the confidence to just dig deeper, actually just pull it down. So for me, I don't know to what limit this will make me stronger. There's a single resistance. Yes, it gets greater as you move farther, but that's going to level out real quick. And I've still of the opinion that you get the strongest for arm wrestling. So I wouldn't say that, you know, something like this could make you the strongest arm wrestler. What I do believe this thing has been great for is helping me to prioritize my muscle chains and how I move a heavy load sideways, or how I hold a heavy load. Learning how to take a lot of pressure off my elbow. I've played with cables in the past, bands. They don't give me that same feel where I can find a spot where I can use all my major muscles to make the movement. With the cable, it's just a very singular pull, and same with bands. Just the resistance is a very limited basis. So another thing I like to do with this is I will strap myself to the right. Come through here. I don't necessarily know that I found the best way to do it yet. And I'll just kind of wrap it on through here a few times. It feels like there's a bite. I don't know if I got it on here good this time. I might slip. But what I'm trying to do is get it on there tight enough and in a way that I can pull through this bottom strap, right? So I can really crank on this thing through that bottom strap. So then we can turn this to the left side so I can crank even farther and learn that pad. And that, you know, this has really kind of helped me how to, you know, prioritize that muscle chain again on how I can put the max power down without blowing out my elbow. And a hold too, hold. Try and hold it. Yeah, I'll show you some other things I do. Another thing I like to do, just take a regular old piece of pipe. This is one I just happen to have on the cable system for doing stuff like this. I guess it works out nice because I got a little bolt through there, and it can bite a little bit, but really I think you could probably put, you might have to play with it a little bit, but the concept is you can take a piece of pipe like this, so it's put in your hand in this negative position, and I'm just practicing leaning into that, trying to regain center of the table, right? Trying to get my thumb back to 90 and hold it. That, unfortunately, is a lot of elbow. So to me, at least, I need to be careful how hard I do these, but it's good for me, I feel, getting that torque coming back from the losing side of the table. And I'll even practice like pushing up on it a little bit, trying to brush the table, right? Instead of dragging it, push across the table. It gives me a good pump too. And the last thing I've been playing with, I don't know if I'm sold on it, but I'm sure a piece of PVC would work. I just happen to have this laying around. Slide it down here in the spring. You gotta be careful it doesn't pop up though. It really allows me to roll into it, and I'm really working that elbow here though. But I'm trying to put most of that pressure through my shoulder. And And those ones that I'm going really hard sideways in the elbow, I try not to put too much tension. The trick is to build up that elbow, not break it down. I'll leave his email in the address. I see it on here somewhere. Lefebre.Steve @gmail.com. I'll leave that down in the description somewhere. I know he's got a lot of guys asking him about him, but go ahead and hit him up if you're interested. I think it's been the best training tool I've played with in a while, personally. I don't use a lot of them. Yeah, guys, we've hit that 1,000 subscribers. Give me a little bit of motivation to get up here and do this thing again. Keep myself pretty busy in my personal life. Never quit arm wrestling though. I love it. Ain't going anywhere. I'm actually feeling really strong right now. Been using my hands a lot at work, and I can really feel it on the table. But till next time, guys, stay strong.